Hello, my name is Lisa and this is my channel. You are welcome to Chat Concept with Lisa Modiva. So today I am here to share something with us. This is actually a new magazine that just came out. This is the very first edition of the magazine. And I actually wrote an article on this magazine on the 6th page of this magazine. I titled this article, Singleness is a Gift. But before we go into that, I want to tell you that this is a Family Treasure magazine. You need to grab a copy of this magazine. Okay, if you don't have it, I'm going to put the magazine post on the chart so you can grab a copy if you want it. So basically, it's a very educative magazine that teaches a lot of vital information that we need to know about. So I'm going to be reviewing the posts or the article that I wrote here. And this is the article that I'm going to be reviewing. Don't worry, don't run away. I'm not going to be reviewing all of it, okay? I'm just going to read some very vital lines, and then I'm going to expatiate on it, because I believe a lot of people need to know much, know what I'm actually trying to buttress. The reason why I'm actually trying to buttress the points that I stated here on this article. I titled it again, Singleness is a Gift. The reason I gave it this title, a lot of title came into heart, but I decided to choose this title because a lot of single ladies think because they are not married, they are not complete. So the first paragraph goes like this. Over the last few years, the Lord has been teaching me a lot about purpose in singleness. It is not your relationship status that defines you. Rather, it is your relationship with God that defines you. Your life does not start when you get married. Your life starts here, right now. Okay, so what I'm trying to state here is that the idea behind this is that a lot of single ladies have dreams, but they don't want to pursue the dreams. They're believing that they're not in the right position to do what they really want to do. Like, you have a dream, you know you have a calling, or you have a dream to do something. Instead of you to be walking towards that direction, you feel you are half, you feel you are not whole, so therefore you cannot do that until you get married. You don't know when the right man is going to come. Your Boaz will come when God says it will come. So do not limit yourself by staying stagnant. Instead of that, why not go ahead and pursue your purpose? Ladies believe that because they are not married, they are not qualified to pursue their dreams and their purpose. I tell you today that your singleness is not a deformity. Being single is a gift because you still have all your time to yourself. Now that you're still single, you have the time to do all that you want to do. Go ahead and pursue your purpose. Because I've spoken to several ladies who say, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I'm not married. I'm like, you don't have to be married to do all of these things. You can go ahead and start doing it. Maybe your boss will find you when you are in the purpose, when you're pursuing your purpose, your boss could find you in that part. So that is what I'm actually trying to state there. And it says, your walk with Christ will not drastically change when you get married. Yes. A lot of ladies believe, first of all, when they're trying to get married, they're praying, God, is this my husband? Show me. Is this my husband? Show me. God doesn't speak that way. Because first of all, you don't have a constant walk with God. So what makes you think that because you want to get married, God will not tell you that it's Mr. A that is your husband? God doesn't work that way. Your life with Christ will not drastically change, even in the marriage. So it is very important to have a personal walk with Christ first. So when you have a good walk with God, and it is time for you to ask him for anything, because it's already a pattern, it's going to answer you. Why? Because it's used to having a communication with you ordinarily. Not because All your life, you have never asked God, oh God, is this it? Is that it? Then suddenly you're asking God, is this my husband? He's not going to tell you. He doesn't have a communication with you. Okay, so that is what I meant when I say your walk with Christ will not drastically change when you get married. Not even in the marriage. You don't have a walk with Christ. You don't serve anywhere. You're not in a Bible-believing church. And then suddenly you think when you get married, everything will just drastically, change for the good. No, it doesn't work that way. So you need to constantly, like the Bible says, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the continuous word of God. So you have to continually, train yourself in that path so that you will have a pattern of communication with God already. Okay. Nevertheless, I want you to know today that Christ himself will not come down from above and choose a spouse for you. You have to know what you want. So therefore, singleness is a gift. Find your purpose as a single lady, as a single man. But I am talking to the ladies here. Find your purpose as a single lady or as a single man. When you find your purpose, then the man that suits your purpose, when the man comes, you weigh these options to know if this is actually what you want, and then you go for it. Because there are so many distractions. A lot of spouses distract their other spouse from pursuing the purpose. Why? Because they were never in support of their spouse, going on that direction. If you're traveling today and you're going on a journey, not everybody can join your bus, right? Because they are not going to where you're going. You have a communication line or a communication channel with God before you get married. Let's assume you have not been asking God for something. What makes you think that suddenly God will just start speaking to you when you ask God, is this my husband? Is John my husband? Or is James my husband? Is Jeremiah my husband? God doesn't speak that way because he has never spoken to you before on one thing. So what makes you think he's going to speak to you when you now ask him for your spouse, to choose your spouse for you? God doesn't choose spouse for people. He brings them to your path, and when they cross your path, already you should be in purpose as a single lady. When you're already in purpose as a single lady, and when you find the right spouse, when he finds you, not you finding him, when the spouse finds you, he knows that he's ready to go on this path with you, because not every man is ready to go on the path you're going with you. You're going to France today, and you take American Airlines. You're going to France, and American Airlines tells you they are going straight to France, and then you meet someone at the airport who is going to, let's say, Africa. Because you guys connect, will the person hop into your flight with you and go to France with you? That is not his destination. His destination is Africa. So it is very important for you to make this clear. When you're ready in your purpose with God, and then you find someone that wants to go on your journey with you. And also, I'm going to talk about another paragraph when I said, this is too much work to give to one person, because only God can complete you. A spouse will not complete you. They think that they are not complete, and then until I get married, I've spoken to someone before that says, until I get married, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be fulfilled. No, right now you are not happy. Let your spouse find a happy woman. Let you find a happy man. When the two of you are whole and you come together, then you will become one whole person. That's what I meant in that paragraph as well. And as well as stating clearly that it is too much work to give to one person to make you happy. Nobody can make you happy. You cannot be seeking validation from your spouse in order for you to feel complete. You wake up in the morning, you want someone to affirm you before you believe in yourself. That is too much work to give to one person. It is very important to be complete as a whole, to be happy by yourself, and to understand that yes, God has called you into a path, and you need someone to complement you and not to complete you. Okay, so on this other side, over here on this white side, I said, ladies, our dream is to become a Proverb 31 woman who is clothed with dignity and strength, full of wisdom. She is a woman of purpose. She is not just one woman who is a full-time housewife. No, I'm not saying that is a sin. Don't quote me. It is not wrong if you want to be. It's up to you if you want to be a full-time housewife. But she's not that. Rather, the Proverb 31 woman is a woman of purpose. If you are looking for a spouse, please ensure to be the kind of person that your spouse would want to marry when he finds you. This is simple. If you need a spouse, we all have our, list of qualities that we want in a spouse. You want a tall, handsome, dark, rich, IT guru guy. Do you think an IT guru guy wants to marry a lazy lady who is laying down there on the bed 24/7? No. That IT tall, dark, handsome guy that you're looking for also wants a woman that is in a purpose, because he needs someone to complement him and not to complete him. It is too much task to give to one person. You cannot keep 5 years of your life stagnant because you're looking for a spouse. You can do nothing. You're just waiting for the spouse to come. It doesn't work that way, because your spouse, when he comes, is not going to recognize you because you are not what he's looking for. Rather, he's looking for a hardworking woman who is a Proverb 31 woman, who is clothed with dignity, who is full of purpose. That is the kind of spouse that your spouse would want to be with, not a lazy about woman who goes around the neighborhood gossiping, right? And I hope this has blessed your hearts. If you haven't gotten this copy, go and grab the quick buttons book, and also go and grab this magazine. It's the very first edition of Family Treasure Ministry. It's a very great magazine. It's a very educative magazine. There's so many articles that you need to learn from in this magazine. It's awesome, and I hope this has actually blessed you. Ladies, remember, on every single video, it's all about ladies breaking boundaries.